It's all about getting insured and having a safe future. Join us on Insurance Segment every Tuesday with Sir Dr. BJ Bride on This Morning on ITV.
Good morning, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the Insurance Segment. We have in the studio today Pastor Datimi Ojokojo and Mr. Steve Obole. You both welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. It's good to be here.
We will take our quote for today, and our quote says, "Be patient with everyone, but above all, with yourself. Be patient with your understanding of insurance principles and practice." Pastor Datimi Ojokojo, let's take it up there.
Thank you so much, sir BJ. Like it is said, patience is a virtue, and it's a golden one at that. And it's important that, especially in the time that we are in, people are at home, patiently waiting for this lockdown to be eased off. And they must be patient with one another. Like you said, patience with yourself. There's a lot you want to achieve now, but calm down. Your time will come.
Yeah, Mr. Steve Obele.
Well, just as my colleague has said, patience is a virtue, patience is character, and patience is humane. Especially in these trying times, if you are not patient, you might overshoot your runway, and it will lead to further panic. So in respect to insurance, we want to advise the insuring public to be patient with us. Thank you.
Yeah, our topic again is insurance industry in Nigeria towards a better public image. We have started this topic, and it's important we emphasize some key areas that we need to really work on. We're talking about the role of insurance in the economic life of the nation. I think we need to get a clear direction as to what role do they really play. If we think insurance is very important, we want people to buy insurance. We want people to ensure that at every given time they have one policy to protect their business, protect their family, protect themselves. How can they go about it, and how wonderful it is in the life of the nation? Mr. Steve Obole.
Well, as you can see, insurance is a core, when I mean in terms of business, not just in Nigeria, worldwide. And I believe with the insurance policy protection of any enterprise or any going concern, the entrepreneur or the government or the system therein will definitely have what we call indemnity and coverage. And once those abiding principles of insurance are all met in terms of the requirement from proposal form to the contractual aspect, the risks are covered. And I believe the business in question will have, I will have to term that rest of mind. Because at the end of the day, insurance will definitely pay you and place you back to where you are coming from in terms of cost and value.
Yeah, that's the basic principle. To say that insurance will place you back in the same position. We have some persons who are aggrieved to say that they have policies that have matured and some insurance companies have not paid. And that is not good enough. We can say that at this forum, there is no hiding any point. We want to lay it bare. They have made such complaint, and we are looking critically at such complaint. Some persons have also called to say that information we gave to you as regards non-payment, we have received payment. But until everybody that have complained to us receive their payment, we will not rest on our oars. And that's the basic truth about what we are doing here. We said some time ago that the masquerade, the mask, we want to unveil it and see who is really there. If the insurance companies are doing well, we congratulate them. If they are not doing well also, we bash them for not doing well. Because what we think we need to do is that this country belongs to us. What is right, what is wrong. So until the insurance companies pay all the claims that they have, we will not also give them rest. We're talking about the role of insurance in the economic life of a nation. Pastor Datimi, he has said that the rest of mind is one basic point, which is to say that if you take a policy, there will be indemnity at the end of the day. Yes, indemnity, which is a standard basis.
Yes.
If somebody have lost an article and there's a replacement of the article, you definitely will be glad. But one truth that must be told is that you cannot make a profit from your misfortune. You have a property that is 100,000 naira, you lost it, and you expect to be paid 101 naira.
Yes.
It is not insurance.
Yes.
It is profit making. And it's also not possible to be paid 999,000 naira. It's also not insurance.
Yes.
It must be on the basis of what you have lost. That is what you should also get back. So let us talk about the role in the life of the nation, the economic life of the nation, what insurance is.
I will look at it in two ways. One in the corporate sense and also private sense. Why? What I mean by corporate sense, you know, when you see more developed countries, I know Nigeria is a developing country, they call us third world, but the more developed countries, because I think every country is still developing to an extent.
Yes.
You know, you see that insurance provides funds for the banking sector. The availability of funds that come from insurance is massive, because you go there, everything is insured. You know, the cars on the streets, for sure, the houses, the people. We have pension funds, which is still somehow related to insurance. You know, these are funds that are made available for investment purposes, for long-term, you know, development purposes. There are people who require loans for 30 years. Where else will they get such funds? If not the insurance industry providing funds, because some of these funds are made available and the insured is not calling for these funds immediately. Like life insurance policies, they run for years. So you can imagine somebody is running a life policy for the next 20 years. He's not calling for those funds. Those funds are available for investments. Then also in the private sense, you have people who today, they have shops, they have stores that have been gutted by fire, and they're calling for government. Say, oh, save our souls, help us out. We know that in a country like this, what can the government do? In fact, even in more developed countries, you find that the government cannot do everything. In fact, the government is not God. You know, they can try to an extent. But you on your own, for your own family, because if your business goes down, it doesn't only affect you. It affects your family, your beneficiaries, those that are dependent on you. So if you take out time, that insurance policy that you have been avoiding is important for you, for your own personal financial economy. Because when there's trouble, the insurance company is there to help you out.
So we can see the role in terms of the family,
Yes.
which is the very beginning point
Yeah.
in the relationship we are talking about, and how it also translates to the society.
Yeah.
I'd like us to talk more specifically,
Yes.
you know, on what we really will say concerning the various policies that are offered.
Yeah.
Using, for example, now, and subsequently we're going to talk about other classes of insurance so that a clear position will be seen. Using the case of the group life assurance policy, the government said every employer of labor should take what is called the group life assurance policy. Why is the government making that point, you know, for people who are employers of labor to take this class of insurance? Pastor Datimi, let's take.
If you look at the group life, you know, assurance policy, there's so much wisdom in it, and the thoughts. Okay, let's give a simple scenario. Here is a worker. While he's working with you, he passes on. We know there are people who are dependent on that worker. The group life assurance provides that when the person dies, if the person dies, 3 times his annual salary is paid to beneficiaries. And that's so much for the family to hold on to the demise of their person.
Pastor, I'm so glad you said this sweet story. 3 times the annual salary of that worker.
Yeah.
Peradventure, he dies while in service. Except you are patient to understand, except you are patient to listen what the issues relate to. That's only when you can have a better understanding and benefit for the policies we're going to talk about. We'd like to talk more about the issue of the very sweet story Pastor Datimi was talking about in relation to the group life assurance. You say the policy makes a specific benefit for 3 times the annual earning of an employee. I think it's better we get straight this line that you talked about, so that a lot of persons who, out of ignorance, are not kidding, should run to see how this can be. Because putting your hands in the pocket to want to make compensation to the family that might not be adequate is not good. Yes. At this time also that there's so much of money around, how will that also apply? So let us understand the basic principles so that there could be understanding and to key in.
Okay, you know, like I mentioned earlier, the government has made it compulsory. It's one of the compulsory insurances that should be carried out by companies that have from 5 and above in your employment. Simply, you know what is the annual salary of your staff. You provide some details to the insurance company, pay your necessary premium. And if the person dies while in your employ, simple, you inform the insurance company, they know what they have in their records. 3 times the annual salary of that employee is paid to the listed beneficiaries, because you must have provided beneficiaries, you know, while filling the form, or even the next of kin, as the case may be. So you see the wisdom of government. Why? Because let's be sincere, if an organization loses someone, 3 times annual salary is a lot of money. You know, and where's that money going to come out from? But you transfer that risk to the insurance company. That's why we say it's a risk transfer mechanism. You take that load off you to the insurance company just by paying your annual premium. You know, I said earlier it is compulsory by law, but I think there are still companies out there who have overlooked this, and we call on you. Call up an agent, walk up to an insurance company, ask questions about the group life assurance policy. It is very important.
Mr. Steve Ovele, talking about the group life policy, a lot of companies have not keyed into it. What's the reason behind such an action?
Well, the reason behind such actions, I believe, is negligible, and it's not really good, because the Pension Act of 2004 makes it compulsory. And between 2004 to where we are today, the laws have been modified to such an extent that it makes it imperative, necessary, binding on employers of labor to make sure that all employees, you know, are covered under this group life insurance. And there's something I want to really buttress further, that in as much as you are looking at the group life policy, there's another policy that is, how will I put it, very key, that you must have to take along, because there is a digression between one onto the other, which is the group personal accident. While the group life insurance covers the death, the group personal accident will cover medical reimbursement, permanent disability. You understand? So the group life insurance is key and is pivotal to the welfare of the employees of a nation. Because if the total workforce is not properly insured, you find out productivity will not meet its target and its essence.
Okay, I think we have all heard exactly what we should hear in terms of the group life scheme. And there's also an introduction to say there's also a policy that is a brother, a sister, if you call it 5 and 6, the application of it, which is the group personal accident. We'll talk more about the group personal accident insurance in our next sitting, so that you will appreciate the role of insurance in the economic life of a nation. And peradventure, you still want to enjoy this kind of discussion. I'm sure the team here will be prepared to give you free consultancy if you make invitation. So it's just a position to say, insurance segment, please, can you visit my office so that we can talk on these issues that you raised, so that there will be an understanding, and the Nigerian nation will be better off for it, because at that time, things that would be expected to go normal will really be normal. We thank you for listening, and keep watching ITV informative programs. God bless you.
Thank you very much.